Alain de Botton, a renowned philosopher and writer on love and relationships, challenges the pervasive notion of finding the one. He argues that this concept, deeply ingrained in our culture, is more of a romantic fantasy than a practical reality. He posits that this romantic ideal, while alluring, can set the stage for disappointment and marital discord. When we expect our partner to be perfect, we are often let down by their human flaws and imperfections. We are bombarded with stories, songs, and movies that perpetuate the myth of a soulmate, a perfect match destined to complete us. These narratives create unrealistic expectations about love and relationships. This belief, while comforting, can blind us to the realities of relationships, which are complex, messy, and require ongoing effort. Real love involves compromise, understanding, and a willingness to work through difficulties together. The search for the one often stems from a desire to alleviate our loneliness, insecurities, and existential anxieties. We hope that finding the perfect partner will solve all our problems and make us feel whole. We yearn for someone to magically erase our flaws and provide unwavering happiness. However, this is an unrealistic expectation that no one can truly fulfill. This unrealistic expectation places an immense burden on our partners, setting them up for failure. It is unfair to expect one person to meet all our emotional and psychological needs. No single person can fulfill our every need, and expecting them to do so is a recipe for disillusionment. This often leads to feelings of dissatisfaction and resentment in relationships. Furthermore, the belief in the one can lead to premature commitments. In our haste to find our perfect match, we may rush into relationships without fully understanding our partner. Blinded by infatuation and the allure of finding our perfect match, we may overlook potential incompatibilities, red flags, or fundamental differences. These issues often become apparent only after the initial excitement fades. This rush into marriage, fueled by passion and the fear of being alone, often results in painful awakenings down the line. Many relationships end in heartbreak when the reality of incompatibility sets in. The truth is, there is no one perfect person out there for us. The idea of a single soulmate is a myth that can hinder our ability to form meaningful connections. There are many individuals with whom we could potentially build a fulfilling and loving relationship. The key is to find someone with whom we share mutual respect, values, and goals. The key lies not in finding the one, but in choosing someone with whom we are compatible, willing to grow, and committed to navigating the inevitable challenges that arise in any long-term partnership. True love is built on a foundation of mutual effort, understanding, and shared experiences. One of the central challenges in relationships, according to de Botton, is the inherent difficulty in truly knowing another person. This challenge is not just about understanding their likes, dislikes, or daily habits, but delving deeper into their inner world, their fears, dreams, and the experiences that have shaped them. We enter relationships with our own baggage, projections, and desires, which can cloud our judgment and prevent us from seeing our partners clearly. These preconceived notions and past experiences act as filters, distorting our perception and often leading to misunderstandings. The initial stages of love are often characterized by idealization, where we project our fantasies and longings onto the other person, seeing them through rose-tinted glasses. This phase, while exhilarating, can be misleading as it masks the true nature of our partner. However, as the honeymoon phase fades and familiarity sets in, we are confronted with the reality of our partner's complexities, flaws, and vulnerabilities. This transition can be challenging as it requires us to adjust our expectations and accept our partner as they truly are. This can be a jarring experience, leading to disappointment, resentment, and a sense of being misled. The disillusionment can create a rift, making it difficult to maintain the initial connection and affection. De Botton emphasizes that true intimacy requires a willingness to move beyond superficial attraction and delve into the depths of our partner's being, embracing their imperfections as well as their strengths. This deeper connection is built on mutual respect and understanding. Moreover, our ability to truly know another is hindered by our own defenses and fears. These internal barriers can prevent us from opening up and being vulnerable, which is essential for genuine intimacy. We may shy away from vulnerability, fearing rejection or judgment. This fear can lead us to hide parts of ourselves, creating a facade that prevents true connection. This wall of silence surrounding our deepest selves prevents genuine connection and fosters an environment of secrecy and mistrust. Without openness, the relationship can become stagnant and unfulfilling. To cultivate intimacy, we must be willing to let down our guard, share our authentic selves, and create a safe space for our partners to do the same. This mutual vulnerability is the foundation of a strong and lasting bond. Ultimately, knowing another person is an ongoing process, not a destination. It involves continuous effort, learning, and adaptation as both individuals grow and change over time. It requires patience, curiosity, and a commitment to open and honest communication. By maintaining a genuine interest in our partner's inner world, we can navigate the complexities of the relationship together. By approaching relationships with humility, recognizing that we never fully arrive at complete knowledge of another, we can foster an environment of growth, understanding, and enduring love. This journey of discovery can strengthen the bond and create a deeper, more meaningful connection. De Botton emphasizes the profound influence of childhood experiences on our adult relationships. Our early attachments, particularly with our primary caregivers, shape our beliefs about love, intimacy, and what we expect from romantic partners. These early experiences create an internal working model that guides our interactions in future relationships. If we experienced secure and loving attachments in childhood, we are more likely to approach relationships with a sense of trust, security, and the ability to form healthy bonds. However, if our early experiences were marked by inconsistency, neglect, or trauma, we may struggle with intimacy, fear abandonment, or recreate unhealthy patterns in our adult relationships. For instance, individuals who grew up with emotionally unavailable caregivers may find themselves drawn to partners who are similarly distant or avoidant. This unconscious repetition of familiar patterns, while painful, provides a sense of perverse comfort, as it aligns with our ingrained beliefs about love and relationships. Understanding the impact of our past is crucial for breaking free from destructive cycles and creating healthier relationship patterns. By exploring our attachment styles, identifying our triggers, and seeking professional support when needed, we can gain insight into our unconscious drivers and make conscious choices that lead to more fulfilling relationships. De Botton highlights a paradoxical aspect of human nature, our tendency to seek out the familiar, even when it causes us pain. This inclination is deeply rooted in our psyche and often goes unnoticed. This phenomenon, rooted in our need for security and predictability, can lead us to recreate unhealthy dynamics from our past in our present relationships. We might not even realize we're doing it, as these patterns are often ingrained from a young age. We may find ourselves drawn to partners who embody qualities of our parents or previous partners, even if those qualities were sources of conflict or unhappiness. This unconscious attraction can be powerful and difficult to resist. This unconscious repetition compulsion stems from a desire to master unresolved emotional experiences from our past. We might believe that by facing these familiar situations again, we can finally overcome them. We may believe that by choosing a partner who resembles someone who hurt us before, we can somehow rewrite the ending or gain a sense of control. This belief can be both compelling and misleading. However, this often backfires, as we end up reliving the same patterns of dysfunction and pain. The cycle continues, leaving us feeling trapped and disheartened. For example, someone who grew up with a critical and demanding parent may find themselves attracted to partners who share those same traits. This can create a sense of familiarity, even if it's harmful. They may unconsciously believe that by fixing their partner's critical nature, they can heal their own childhood wounds. This belief can drive them to stay in unhealthy relationships longer than they should. However, this is a recipe for disappointment and resentment, as it places an unfair burden on the partner and ignores the need for individual growth and healing. The cycle of pain continues, often leading to more heartache. Breaking free from the allure of the familiar requires conscious awareness, self-reflection, and a willingness to challenge our ingrained beliefs about love. It demands courage and a commitment to personal growth. By understanding our attachment styles, identifying our triggers, and seeking professional support, we can gain the insight and tools necessary to make healthier choices and break free from destructive relationship patterns. This journey, though challenging, can lead to more fulfilling and authentic connections.